Is the housing market finally crashing? This has been such a hot topic with so many buzzwords that have been infiltrating the media for the past 6 months. The numbers are in for the month of December of 2022 for the Reno Sparks housing market. So let's take a peek and dive right on in. Spoiler alert, you guys always know that I'm gonna tell you the market is not crashing right now. That was a story that was fabricated by the media to keep you watching. So if you want the truth, stay with me. I could go on and on about that, and I have lots of videos where I talk about why that happened, but basically during the pandemic, the interest rates dropped so low, and this was a measure to prevent the housing market from essentially collapsing. So we saw interest rates as low as like 1.75% and hovering around that 2 to 3% range, and that's just not realistic, and that wasn't sustainable. It was creating so much competition in the market that buyers were having to write 20 to 30 offers only to get one accepted. So that was actually a bad market. And you know what? You can't blame the market. People are always going to complain about the market climate. What you really have to do is find the opportunity in the market. So as we dive into the data, I'm going to tell you all about what the opportunities are. So make sure you keep watching. So let's preface this whole chat with the fact that today, as of filming right now, the mortgage interest rates have landed at 6.45% for a 30-year fixed loan. This is significantly lower, actually almost a full percentage lower than it was just a month ago. So this is actually a really good thing. This is giving buyers in our market a lot more buying power because it's going to cost less for them to borrow money. That being said, it's still almost more than twice as high as it was during parts of the pandemic. So this still feels really jarring to a lot of buyers, and it has priced a lot of buyers out. Because of that, it has driven median sales prices down. Right now we're hovering at $520,000. This is 5.5% lower than it was for the closeout of November 2022. Number of closed sales is also down by 5.1%. I chalk a lot of that up to the fact that we just got through the holidays. A lot of people don't want to be bothered with moving, buying, selling, listing, negotiating while they're trying to have holiday dinner and family over for events. So that, I think, is kind of irrelevant during the month of December. Median days to contract. Now this is a big one. This jumped 10.6%, so all the way up to 52 days. So this means from the time a property is listed to the time it goes under contract with an accepted offer. So this is significant. I remember when we were at the 5 or 6 day mark. Now we're at the 52 day mark. So properties are sitting significantly longer. Again, with the fact that we just got through the holidays, I do think that a lot of things are delayed, even as far as booking home inspections and appraisals, even writing actual contracts. I know that doesn't affect median days to contract, but just as far as the market pace, it does tend to slow down because people take time off to be with their families. So properties that are listed during the month of December, they do tend to sit just a little bit longer. So part of that may be due to the fact that we are in the holiday season. All right, list price received. We are at 96.9%. So if listings are accurately priced, they are still moving and sellers are still getting pretty much what they are asking for. This number was only 0.6% down from the previous month, so that really hasn't changed a whole lot. The sold price per square foot landed at $285. This is a 3.1% decrease from the month prior. Again, interest rates are still kind of high, holidays are here, it's driving prices down. There's still a lot of opportunity, and we are going to get to that, so stay with me. The next metric I found to be actually super interesting. The number of new listings was down quite a bit. It decreased by 13.8% from the previous month, so we landed at 249 new listings for December. I realize, again, we can keep talking about the holidays, but that is a major factor for the month of December. But still, this metric is important because the amount of inventory online has a dramatic impact on the amount of competition that we see between buyers in the market, right? So when we remember there being very little inventory online and it was a strong seller's market. We remember the days when people were writing 20, 30 offers to get one accepted. I remember the days going to show buyers a home and there would be a line of realtors and their clients out the door and around the block. So we have arrived in a place where we are quite far from that, but the fact that the inventory number went down, the number of new listings went down, this is indicative that there may be some more buyers coming back into the market since the interest rate has decreased by almost that full percent this last month. So with that, we'll close with the fact that the active inventory online is 2.5 months. So in a perfectly balanced market, it's about 6 months of inventory. Right now it's 2.5 months, which actually means we're still in a really strong seller's market by statistics and data. But the reason why this feels like a facade of the buyer's market that we're all experiencing is because the interest rates jumped so drastically in such a short period of time that it instantly wiped out so many buyers and so much competition in the market. So to many buyers, it feels like if they're still in the game, they have the upper hand. Speaking of, let's get into some of the opportunity that exists in this market. So stay with me. We're going to do a deep dive into that conversation now. All right, you guys, when you are looking at market updates, what you really want to know is, if I play ball in this market, am I going to lose my shirt? So let's address this for buyers right now. Is right now a good time to buy a home? And I have to say, without a doubt and without any hesitation, that right now is a great time for you to buy. As the numbers have indicated and as I've explained, so many buyers have been taken right out of the running. So you are competing against so many less people. Because of that, we know the basics of supply and demand. Sellers are so antsy right now because they don't have that line of buyers out the door and around the block waiting to see their home, graciously thanking them for the opportunity to even look at the home, right? So when sellers are getting an offer right now, as long as it's within reason and it is not completely insulting, I'm seeing that most of them are entertaining it or at least negotiating with the buyers. So now's a really good time for you to get in, ask for what you want, ask for a lower price tag, ask for closing credits, ask for repair credits, ask for anything that can help you lock in your dream home or your investment property or whatever it is that you're looking to buy. Go ahead and just throw it out there and see what sticks, because a lot of sellers are entertaining less attractive offers than they were about a year ago. All right, let's look at this from the seller's perspective. Is right now a good time to sell your home? If you sell your home, are you going to lose your shirt? Well, no, you're not going to lose your shirt. What you are going to lose is maybe a few $1,000s in equity that you had gained, because if you bought your home more than a year ago, let's say 2, 3, 5, 10 years ago, the amount of equity that you have gained is astronomical. So the fact that the market has shifted, cooled off a little bit, is giving buyers more of an opportunity to ask for what they want, ask for concessions, ask for lower price tags, and kind of demanding that sellers be a little bit more realistic. It's not like you're losing your whole investment. Like you're losing maybe a few $1,000s depending on the pricing bracket of your home, wherever that falls in our market. But overall, you are still realizing most likely a huge ROI on the home that you are trying to sell. Here's the thing. You need to make sure that it is priced strategically, and you need an agent who is capable of running the right kind of comps, really analyzing the data that's out there, looking at not just what's sold a year ago down the street. That's no longer relevant. What you need to be looking at is what's pending right now. You need to be looking at close proximity, but also things that are very recent, because again, even in the last month, the rates have come down a whole percent. So we're gonna see a reaction to that here and now in this market. You also need to just buckle up and prepare for your house to sit on the market for a lot longer than it did before, right? So our median days to contract is now 52, and that's median. A lot of them are sitting for longer, especially if they're not priced correctly. So just make sure that you are being strategic. I'm not saying just give it all away, but if you really truly want to sell, or you're in a position where you need to sell, if you are moving jobs, moving locations, death in the family, divorce, all the reasons that people are forced to move, you really need to make sure that you are indicating your motivation in that price tag, and also work with an agent who is really good at marketing it for you. All right, you guys, I hope you had a happy new year and that your holidays were swell. And of course, if you're thinking about making a move in real estate in the next year, I would love to be a resource for you. You can book a free, no obligation 30-minute call with me whenever it's convenient for you. There's a link to do that in the description box below, and it's completely no obligation, no strings attached. It's just simply an opportunity for you to get your questions answered, to see if we may be a good fit to work together, and for me to help you devise your next and best step. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button, because I put out new videos every single week, everything about buyer and seller frequently asked questions, home buyer tips, home seller advice, anything real estate, and of course, all things related to the Reno Sparks lifestyle. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.